Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, hey Dean, welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Woo! Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, oh. Hare Krishna, Woo! Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Woo! Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nichananda, Gauranga Nichananda, Gauranga Nichananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hey everybody, thank you for coming. Hare Krishna. Hey River, Dean, everybody else, thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare, Woo! Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare, yeah! Woo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Hare Krishna, We just advertise a little bit because probably nobody did. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Okay, great. All right. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Woo, woo, woo. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Woo, Krishna, Hare, 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 Rama, 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 Hare, 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 Rama, Hare, Rama, 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 Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Woo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, oh Krishna, oh Rama, oh Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, oh Krishna, oh Rama, oh Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Woo! Gauranga Nityananda. Woo! Yeah. I love you, yeah. All right. Hare Krishna. Here we go. As the saints go marching in. That's it. The saints are coming marching in, man. They're coming. They're here. Hey, yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Thanks for using.
All right, so maybe we read a little something. So great. The holy name of the Lord. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, let's see here. How about some? It's 10th canto. Yeah, it's 10th canto. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda. Now maybe we read a little Krishna book. I haven't done that in a long time. Let's see here. Kamsa begins his persecution. Let's check that out. Jai Srila Prabhupada. After Vasudeva adjusted things, as they knew had been before, he carried Krishna to Gokul, and all the doors and the gates became similarly closed. The gatekeepers awoke and heard the newborn child crying. Kamsa was waiting to hear the news of the child's birth, and the gatekeepers immediately approached him and informed him that the child was born. At that time, Kamsa got up from his bed and quickly exclaimed, "Now the cruel death of my life is born." Now the cruel death of my life is born. Kamsa became perplexed now that his death was approaching, and his hair scattered. Immediately, he proceeded towards the place where the child was born. Devaki, upon seeing her brother approaching, prayed in a very meek attitude. Actually, there's enough persecutions. Let's read some of it. Let's go to Vrindavan. Prayer is offered by Brahma to Lord Krishna. Chapter 14. Brahma said, "My dear Lord, you are the only worshipable Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead. Therefore, I am offering my humble obeisances and prayers just to please you. Your bodily features are the color of clouds." Oh, yeah. Ah. Whoa. The color of clouds filled with water. Yeah. You are glittering. You are glittering with a silver electric aura emanating from your garment. Oh, my Lord. Oh, the only real thing in this world, real person. Oh, my Lord. The only thing real in this world is the Lord and his devotees, who have life, real life, you know, a life of bhakti, devotion. Yes, that's real, man. Time to get real. Uh, whoa. Ah, your bodily features are the color of clouds. 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 Oh, my Lord, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, filled with water. See, your bodily features are the color of clouds, filled with water. You are glittering with silver electric aura emanating from your yellow garments. Ah, let me offer my respectful and repeated obeisances unto the son of Maharaj. Let me offer my respectful and repeated obeisances unto the son of Maharaj Nanda, who is standing before me with a conch shell earrings and a peacock feather on his head. Who is standing before me? Who is standing before me? With a peacock feather and conch shell earrings. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, 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 oh, yeah. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Let me offer my repeated, respectful obeisances unto the son of Maharaj Nanda, who is standing before me with conch shell earrings and a peacock feather on his head. His face is beautiful. His face is beautiful. He is wearing a helmet and is garlanded by forest flowers. He's wearing a helmet and he is garlanded by forest flowers. And he stands with a morsel of food in his hand. He is decorated with a cane, buffalo horn bugle, and a flute. He stands before me with a small lotus feet, with small lotus feet. Ah, yes. Oh, my Lord, you are the best of the Brahmins, especially because you are fully aware of the Jyoti Shastra, the astrological science. Therefore, you are naturally the spiritual master. Oh, wait a second. Wrong place. My dear Lord, people may say that I am the master of all Vedic knowledge and I am supposed to be the creator of this universe. But it has been proved now that I cannot understand you, who are present before me just like a child. My dear Lord, People may say that I am the master of all Vedic knowledge, and I am supposed to be the creator of this universe. But it has been proved now that I cannot understand you, who are present before me just like a child. It is amazing. Amazing. You know, you know, Lord Chaitanya Radhika is very difficult to understand the devotees there, because people they're more impressed with people who have Vedic knowledge, knowledge of the Vedas, like you're Brahmin. It's impressive. And Lord Brahma said, even though I'm the master of Vedic knowledge, I still cannot understand. I cannot understand you. You need really this special bhakti of Vrindavan to understand the beauty of Krishna. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. It's a little boy, there in Vrindavan. But with that bhakti, especially the conjugal potency, you begin to understand something. Yeah. It's not enough just to have the Vedic knowledge and understand the Vedas. That's why Lord Chaitanya came. He came to give us the potency that we would have a chance to understand Vrindavan. Otherwise, we can't. We need to have that Bhakti Lata Bij, a very special creeper of devotion, the kind of Raj variety. It gives us the power to appreciate Krishna Vrindavan, to relish his little feet, his little peacock feather. Well, it doesn't make sense. People can't understand. You need that bij, you need that special bhakti. It comes in only the real line. Yeah. It's not enough to just quote the Vedas and to be a big guru and scholar and all that. No. Can you relish Krishna Vrindavan? What happened? I lost my place. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Go back here. Krishna, Krishna book. Krishna, chapter 14. You are playing with your boyfriends and calves, which might imply that you do not even have sufficient education. You are appearing just like a village boy carrying your food in your hand and searching for your calves. And yet there is so much difference between your body and mine that I cannot estimate the potency of your body. As I've already stated in the Brahma Samhita, your body is not material. See, that's our preaching. We teach that the body of the devotee is not material. See, the spiritual body is spirit, man. That's who we really are. And we've got these coverings here. Like the soul is slipped into a glove. Yeah. So who we are is a spiritual body. See, just like we have this body, we have a spiritual body. See, and that spiritual body can perceive spirit, things of the spirit. Whereas this body, when we're not awakened yet to our spiritual form, then we can only perceive material bodies. We're looking, decoding everything we see in the material world. You know, After a while, we're meditating on this so much we identify. See, it's all meditation. Only when we're actually spiritually awakened can we properly meditate on the Lord's transcendental body. Otherwise, we don't have any relation yet. We're not awakened, so we wouldn't want to. That's why basically religion is a bit mundane, material still. They call materialistic religion, motivated, because the spiritual bodies of most people in religion, including Vaishnava religion, is not really awakened yet. That's why they're attracted to serving Krishna, on the materialist level of rules, regulations, regulative devotional service, to try to get some advancement, get some taste. See, so the best way is it's like, especially now, is you associate closely with ecstatic devotees and get purified and have our taste, our spiritual taste, our spiritual body, to taste the spiritual forms, in these pastimes, to chant these verses and to be able to relish and become really ecstatic and enraptured by chanting these verses, the sound vibration of, it's like creating that reality with sound. Right? And be able to taste it and the benefit of that. Oh, the benefits are amazing. People are all looking for material benefits. Spiritual benefit is the real benefit. That really benefits our lives forever. See, whatever advancement we make in tasting this praying, this devotion, or having this awakening, this goes into our spiritual bank account forever. Other stuff you can't take with you, but this can. I was going to do a what do you call a class on the difference between the dog coin, the Doge coin, the dog coin, and the God coin. See, they're both valuable. Okay, one is valuable because man says it's valuable. See, the dog coin or Bitcoin, all these coins is a good way to understand this. Okay? People think this is value, this is valuable because man says so, and that's how basically like crypto is glorified in this world, and pumped up. They pump it up. They have these people. They say, "Oh, this coin is great. See, it's glorification. Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be 10x, 100x, 1000x," and they pump it up. Okay? They glorify it. Why? Because it's our nature. We're called jiva. See, jiva is meant to is either meant to, well, it's our nature to either glorify man, glorify the world, meditate on the world, meditate on man, or meditate on money and wealth or children or whatever's material. That's our nature to meditate on some source, some energy source. See, but the material energy source is so limited. The energy source of the God coin. See, the God coin is the name. You don't see, this is where the stored value is. People don't know. See, the value of money, the definition is a stored value, a currency. See, something you can use, something that you can purchase things with. See, stuff like this. And people don't know about the God coin. See, the God coin is a Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay? And that is the most valuable, and people don't know. See, they need to hear that glorified. They need to see a person relishing the taste of this spirit, this God coin. It's actually tangible, but it's only tangible to the awakened devotees whose spiritual bodies are awakened. They can taste this. See, they can appreciate this. Okay? They can appreciate this store of value. Otherwise, it seems worthless. People, they don't know what is really valuable. They think money or cash or gold or silver or Bitcoin or crypto is valuable. But that's all glorified by man, pumped up by man, printed out by man. See, that's why, it's like people don't know. They don't know what is of real value. Real value is this chanting. Like Sanatana Goswami said in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, all glories to the holy name. See? Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is my greatest treasure. See? He knows. See? He knows. Him and anybody else who chants this Maha Mantra knows that there's value in it. There's a store of value. It's stored. There's value stored in that name. And the devotees can extract the value of it. And that's how they extract the riches of the name, is by chanting it. See? And the other thing is people have to either print things, they have to engage in commerce, to shuffle around and accumulate something material, very limited. This here, you chant. People chant the holy name, go on Sankirtan, do japa, do what we do, and we're actually extracting the value from the God coin. See? You can't do this with the dog. What do they call it? The dog coin, the Doge coin, the dog coin, Doge. Only the God coin, and it's amazing because this is so valuable, and it's actually free. It's free to chant. To extract the value out of it, and the best way to extract the value out of it is in association with those who are extracting the value out of it. They're committed to the God coin because they know its value. Okay? It's kind of like this Michael Sayer. He's a very. The people think he's a really intelligent person. He's into crypto and everything and Bitcoin. He says, I know this is valuable because I studied it. I studied it for 1,000 hours, and I know all its glories, and therefore I invest in it. Okay? And so a devotee could say the same thing. That's a real devotee that actually chants the holy name in and is extracting its value. See, extracting it and is studying it, just like a person would study something to understand its value. But it's only material. See, that value is material. This is spiritual value. See? Devotees, they study the name, they chant the name, they extract its value by chanting, especially in sadhu sangha, in association with devotees. See? And then preach its value. See? And only really the ecstatic devotees can do that. Most people, unless you've got some taste for this name, you cannot propagate it. Not very nicely. People have to see that, oh, you're extracting value from there. I didn't even look at this. I can see that you're getting value from there. Oh, let me try it out. See, people need to be encouraged because they don't know. And if you don't know, this is the whole thing. That's called religion. Krishna consciousness can become a religion. It often does. People start forgetting about chanting and going on Sankirtan or giving the name out, chanting with devotees. It becomes more mundane. Yeah, it can become more like material. After a while, it's all about money. It's all about collecting for the deities, and sticking it in your pocket or something. That's what it's about. It's not about extracting the value out of the God coin. Okay? So anyway, that's what we do here. Extract the value out of the God coin. And teach the value of chanting. So this was exemplified by Lord Chaitanya. See, Lord Chaitanya was teaching the Mayavadis. He said, actually, my spiritual master said I was a fool. He said, "You're not qualified to study the Vedas." He's acting in the. This is basically religion. This is basically Vaishnavism. There, many of them. I see. They're proud of their Vedas, proud like Brahma, proud. He said, "I'm proud of." People say, "I'm the master of the Vedas," but I cannot understand you. I cannot understand Krishna Vrindavan. See? People are proud of that. So Lord Chaitanya was teaching the Mayavadi sannyasis who are also proud of their studies, their Vedic studies. And he said, "Oh, my spiritual master said I was a fool." He said, "You're not qualified to study the Vedas." And actually, nobody really is, unless, and this is the lesson. This is the lesson for Vaishnavas now. So Lord Chaitanya said, "My guru told me I'm a fool. You're not qualified to study the Vedas. Just you sit there and chant Hare Krishna under my order, my direction." And so he did. He just started chanting the Maha Mantra, and this ecstasy started to bubble up from the depths. And he started to laugh and cry and shake and jump around, kind of like you see some of the devotees here. And really like just going transcendentally insane, because it looks insane, but it's not insane. It's actually God's ecstatic character. He's just very ecstatic, very enraptured with himself, his energy, you know. And so you start chanting, studying his name, and extracting that transcendental value out of there. You start to become very close with the name, very ecstatic, and perceive its value, transcendental value, and revelations and realizations, and then true way of understanding the Vedas through revelation begins to manifest in your life, like it has in mine and other devotees too that are coming here. They're actually learning the knack also. So he goes back to his guru and says, "My dear Gurudev, what kind of mantra did you give me? It's driven me crazy. When I chant this mantra now, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, I sometimes laugh and cry and tremble and shake, laugh and all these bizarre things. They're not normal. What did you do? You've driven me crazy by chanting this." And his guru said, "Hey, now I'm very pleased with you. You've attained the ultimate goal of life." Can you imagine people in religion, in ISKCON, they don't even understand this. This is Vedic knowledge, is understanding the simplicity of the truth, simplicity of the purport of Chaitanya Leela, of what he was teaching, and nobody knows. They can know if they come here, because that's how it is here. There's devotees coming here, they're becoming driven transcendentally mad with this chanting, just like this. And this humbles, or hopefully will humble, the proud scholars in religion, because they can't chant like this. See, therefore they fall back on study of the Vedas and becoming big intellectuals, or preaching very flowery words that they don't really get, they don't understand, not deeply. See, so Lord Chaitanya's guru said, "My dear disciple, you've attained the goal of life. This is amazing. Now go on chanting. Go on chanting this mantra alone and in amongst devotees." See, real devotees, because you know what? If you're ecstatic now, the way things are, and you're chanting with persons that are called devotees, they won't like it. Usually they don't like it. They don't accept it. So therefore they're not really devotees, because real devotees like this devotion, because this is real. I mean, they're on their way. Gradually, people will know. But they got to listen to the confidential purport of these Vedas, which I just spoke right now. They speak this, every day for 4 hours. We speak about Krishna. That's how interesting it is for real devotees. You spend 4 hours listening to the confidential purport of the Vedas. that only devotees can know because they extract it from their chanting. They extract this from the value of the God coin of the chanting that mantra. You can carry that around. It's very portable. You don't need a bag to put it in. It's not heavy. You don't need a computer to access it. You don't even need a cell phone to use the God coin. See? Yeah. Everybody else is using the dog coin. That's very appropriate. Very appropriate name, the dog coin. And it's very appropriate. Its master is Elon Musk, who promotes it. And people go, oh, let's listen to Elon Musk. He's promoting, he's glorifying the dog coin. Okay, that's fine, but it's not bad. It's okay. But can you imagine if people knew the other half of the story? The other half of the story is spirit. They only know matter. They only know the maya, the matter that comes and goes, matters to them. They don't know what really matters, which is spirit, is the God coin. They don't know how to extract spirit, out of the maha mantra. Anyway, that's what we teach. This is where real value is, because this causes you to become immortal. See? Your spiritual body is awakened, and there's no need for the material body anymore. You attain the result, the ultimate result of human existence in this material body. It's perfect now. Okay? The only thing is to awaken. That's the whole purport of material existence that most people don't know. They don't know that the purport of material existence is to wake up to who we are. See? So they spend their whole lives with dog coins, material things, with family, friends only. Not say it's bad, but man, could you imagine if you were whole, you knew what wholeness was? Wholeness is to know who you actually really are, and then you can live out your existence here while we're here. Okay? And while at the same time you can help wake others up like we do here. See, so that story is the essence of Lord Chaitanya's teaching. Is he got the mantra from a enlightened guru, one who knew the value of chanting. Otherwise, if his disciple would have came and said, they start laughing and crying and everything. If the guru was not enlightened, he wouldn't know. He would say, oh, that's really a bad thing. Yeah. But he knew. Yeah, that's why if you want to learn the value of the God coin, this mantra, this maha mantra that you can carry around, you don't need a bag for it. Very portable. Yeah, very dependable too. Yeah, and if you chant this mantra amongst devotees, realized souls, then I better put this on. You're better. Yeah, you chant this amongst devotees, you get the result very quickly. It's kind of like, like people that go to spiritual coaches or coaches, just coaches in general, and they learn this, what they're coached on. So you want to be, it's good if you're coached on chanting the Maha Mantra from those who can extract its transcendental value out of it. Otherwise, it just appears worthless. Like I walk down the street, I'm chanting the most valuable thing in the world. I'm distributing the most valuable wealth in the world, which is this Maha Mantra, this sound vibration. And at first, most people don't appreciate. Most, some appreciate it. Maybe even many. But a lot don't. A lot of people don't, and even if they appreciate, they don't know its extent. They got to hear it again and again and again, and begin to chant too, and extract its value, revelation, and realization. Yeah. So anyway, that's what we do, and those who are engaged in this process are very fortunate. because very quickly you can attain the ultimate goal of life, which is love of God. And how that practically shows up, you chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and this love of God, love for God, the mantra becomes God because the mantra is God. See, it's God in the form of that name and sound vibration. See? And when you're purified, you can chant it, and the Lord appears in the midst of you, and you experience the value of that presence of God, which is rapture, purification, love, devotion, revelation. You get everything. Everything is there. Immortality, realization, understanding. Uh, so it is stated. Uh, so you are playing with your boyfriends and calves, which might imply that you do not have sufficient education. You are appearing just like a village boy, carrying your food in your hand and searching for your calves. And yet there's so much difference between your body and mine that I cannot estimate the potency of your body. Okay? So that intelligent persons, they chant the name of Krishna, which is his body in the name of a mantra. And the greatest wealth is to enter into the body of Krishna by chanting. You meditate on that body and you extract the unlimited wealth in that. You realize that you cannot estimate the depth of going in there and communing with God's body. The bliss that's in there, the revelation, the realization, the understanding, the liberation. And then the result basically of what people they're looking for, like love in all the wrong places. See, they look for love in the bodies of others, and the love you get for God in practically in the form of his name is so much greater and purer than love for these external forms, which are actually the Lord too, but in the external level. And it's gross, literally gross level, material, got no real life of its own. See, the body of the Lord, the body of devotees have life. Life emanate from them, ecstatic prema emanates by their words. See, their word, their sound vibration is very powerful, destroys ignorance, destroys the lie of the world. See, the lie of the world is telling you that this is real and this is eternal, but it's only comes and goes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I'll be right back. Let me check something out here. I'm waiting for a letter. Let's chant a little japa here for a few minutes here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. If you got any comments or questions, let me know. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama. All right, a little bit more here. So your body and mind, that I cannot estimate the potency of your body. As I have already stated in the Brahma Samhita, your body is not material. Brahma continued, your appearance as a cowherd boy, cowherd child, is for the benefit of the devotees. And although I have committed an offense at your lotus feet by stealing away your boys and calves, I can understand that you have bestowed your mercy upon me. This shows your transcendental quality of being very affectionate towards your devotees. But in spite of your great affection for me, I cannot estimate the potency of your bodily activities. It is to be understood that when I, Lord Brahma, the Supreme Personality of this universe, cannot estimate the childlike body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then what to speak of others? And if I cannot estimate the spiritual potency of your childlike body, then what can be understood about your transcendental pastimes? Therefore, it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, anyone who can understand a little of the transcendental pastimes and appearance and disappearance of the Lord becomes immediately eligible to enter the kingdom of God after quitting the material body. See? A little of the transcendental pastimes. Isn't that interesting? If people can understand a little bit of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, then you can go to where the Lord is. But what does it mean to understand these pastimes? Well, that's why the devotees come here. That's why the Lord comes here, to help us understand the transcendental nature of the Lord, to understand the transcendental glories of the name, to show and to teach about the unlimited potency in the name. You need to see devotees do it daily, every day, going deeper and deeper and deeper into the chanting of the holy name, becoming happier and happier and happier, and more ecstatic, more ecstatic, more ecstatic. See, more understanding, more understanding. Everything is in that name. It's unlimited depth. You will never come to an end to it. People need to see that example. That's our preaching, is to show, to extract the glories of the God coin. See? Extract the glories of this mantra, maha mantra. It's like this transcendental coin. We utilize it, by chanting. The pastimes also glorifying the Lord, helping us understand what is of the spirit and what is of the temporary world. It's time to sleep. Yeah. Go to sleep there. Yeah, if it's late for anybody, you need to go to bed. Therefore, it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, simply by understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can overcome the chain of repeated birth and death. I therefore recommend that people should not try to understand you by their speculative knowledge. Yeah. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 10:10, to those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding. So that loving ecstasy we need. We need to be awakened. See? Then we can understand the Lord and begin to understand him. See, therefore, I recommend that people should not try to understand by their speculative knowledge. Okay? So that's what people are doing naturally. They think their knowledge is better than a really knowledgeable person. This is what we teach here. How to tell the difference between a person who has real knowledge and a person who doesn't. A person who has speculative knowledge and a person who has real knowledge. See? Real knowledge is those who don't speculate, those who see. They're the ones we need to learn from. That's how we get our speculation purified. See? We need to hear from devotees who have the result of relishing mellows. So they either got this purification in another life or this one here with a real guru, and then they don't speculate. They just relish the name, and from that come all realization. They relish chanting the pastimes, and from that comes all the necessary revelations and conclusive purport of the truths that they're meditating on, and they share that with the world. So the path that leads out of illusion is that one. You just need to listen to a bona fide representative of Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. See, those who are relishing mellows, who have this ecstatic devotion. If you don't do that, then you're not understanding things properly. The best process for understanding you is to submissively give up the speculative process and try to hear about you either from yourself as you have given statements in Bhagavad Gita and many other similar literatures, or by the realized devotee who has taken shelter at your lotus feet. And that is the best. I mean, the sound vibration, I mean, just think about it. You can read the book, okay? And you can even chant the verses in Bhagavad Gita. But can you imagine the result that you would get by hearing the names, the fame, the pastimes of the Lord from a person who doesn't speculate, who's been purified to the point of relishing ecstatic, intimate worship of God? That's a very fast way to do it. Just makes sense, just go to around. That's sadhu sangha with real sadhus. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here for a while. I'm going to take a little break here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for coming.